right, so with 2025 coming to a close, I'm trying to knock out the last few films. Kaylee is getting forced into watching some other films and reviewing them. So you might just be seeing me for the next few reviews. But we sat down, we watched The Ruse by Stephen Mina, who I don't know if I've ever seen another film of his besides the Malevolence trilogy, which I don't even know if he's made anything else besides those. But yeah, he made a movie called Malevolence. Bereavement was the prequel, sequel kind of thing. And then we got a true sequel in Malevolence 3 Killer. And yeah, this is his new flick. And this one stars Veronica Cartwright, which everyone knows from Alien. She's also one of the main characters in the 1978 Invasion of the Body Snatchers. She's also the little girl in The Birds. She's had quite a prolific career, especially in the genre.
Yeah.
And here we have her as a woman with dementia and COPD. So she needs a live-in caretaker, and her current one goes missing. Mm-hmm. And so they have to call up a nurse who is on suspension.
Yep.
And they're going to give her one more shot. So she's got to be on her best behavior. So she comes to this house to take care of her. And wouldn't you know it, the place is said to be haunted. There's things going on there, but she can't do much about it because if she loses this job, she fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So now I'm familiar with Steven's work. So once I saw it was him, I was like, okay, I kind of know what to expect with the level of production here. He's very much a, like, do-it-himself kind of guy. He does the writing, the producing, the editing, the music, right? And because of that, the films definitely have a lower budgeted feel to them. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty decent like indie mystery horror where there's like a ton of twists and turns, and then you kind of have that like classic detective explaining everything over exposition stuff like you get at the end of Psycho.
Yeah.
Which is, it was cool because I think that everything ultimately makes sense and is answered for the most part. And yeah, I dug that.
Yeah, I thought this was a pretty entertaining watch. I think it's a pretty predictable film. We kind of called stuff that was happening, but that could just be because...
I'll push back on that a little bit because, like, it definitely keeps you guessing.
It does.
Yes, while you can predict it, you're going to predict a lot of things.
Yes.
And a lot of them are going to be wrong.
Yeah, we had a few different things, but I think we ultimately did.
Ultimately, one of them will be right, but you're going to also be wrong on the 7 other things you guessed.
I only mention that because I think that there's some people out there when they watch films, especially if they're like this kind of like mystery, crime, thriller type of film, they can get really frustrated if they feel like it's too predictable.
Sure.
Which is a fair criticism for like that kind of subgenre. But I did enjoy this. I liked everyone's acting. I ultimately really liked the story. It's not necessarily one that's super duper unique or anything. It's a pretty common, like, general, like, setup, I suppose, for this. But I liked it. I did enjoy it. I like the coloring of this. It was reminding me a little bit of, like, it has, like, that, like, cool tone, like, coloration. Where it's not, like, grayscale or, like, washed out, but it's, like, dark and, like, cold feeling, which I liked. So
yeah, I mean, I think there's a pretty cool swerve towards the end There's a couple of them, but one in particular where like a character thinks they have it all figured out, and I was like, oh, that actually is pretty cool. That makes perfect sense.
Yes.
And like,
yeah, I like that.
You know, and then things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was really neat, and I thought that actually was kind of like a testament to the writing here. I think this is Steven's best writing to date. Yeah, if you like something like a, you know, like a smaller horror version of like a detective story, like a Knives Out or something,
yeah.
but on a much smaller scale, and the acting is adequate, and Steven as a director is adequate, right? Like his action in this is pretty poor, but his dialogue scenes and whatnot are fine, right? Like so, I think he's good, like fair director, but I like that he has a vision and he gets it done. Yeah, and I think that this is much better than Malevolence 3. I'll tell you that for damn sure. That was a huge disappointment after waiting for that thing to come out forever and ever and ever. I feel like probably on a technical level, this is his best film. Malevolence is a cool like throwback slasher, but has a lot of problems in like the acting department and things that are, I don't know. It's a fun like homage horror throwback film, but I feel like this is probably his best film. So, The Ruse. It's on Tubi if you want to check it out. So you can watch it for free.
Yep.
Another one from 2025 that everyone missed.
Everyone.
And yeah, it was cool. Mm-hmm. It was cool. I could see people really not liking this, but
yeah,
I think it
was enjoyable.
Yeah,
we had a good time.
Yeah. So there you go. The Ruse. It's on Tubi. Check it out. Adios.
Bye.